In the summer of 2018, at the restless age of 20, I decided to go on a trip to BC by myself. I worked a couple of weeks on a family-run permaculture farm on Vancouver Island with a 25-year-old Brit. He told me about this little place called Tofino on the west coast of the island. I had heard about this town in passing, but really had no idea what it was about. He had gone whale watching there and seen orcas, and that's all I needed to hear to decide I was going for the last 9 days of my trip. And so, I hopped on a bus that took me across the island through its rugged, mountainous interior. On my second day in Tofino, I had found myself setting up my tent at an odd informal encampment tucked into the rainforest off the town's access road. It was called Pool's Land, named after the eccentric landowner. Pool's Land was incredible to me. It was a massive acreage of west coast rainforest with all sorts of trails running through it, with tents, tiny homes, and all varieties of informal or semi-informal lodging setup. There was no monetary cost to stay there, just an obligation to contribute to chores and the general maintenance of the place to keep it livable. It was populated by vagabonds, artists, hippies, and all sorts of people living alternative lifestyles. I was entranced. This place was exactly what I'd been looking for. There were nightly parties on the beach just down the road, with bonfires and jam sessions, all punctuated by the salty air of the vast Pacific Ocean, sprawled out in front of us. About halfway through my stay, I met a local guy named Dennis at the harbor who had extensive knowledge of the surrounding area. He offered to take me out on his boat to Mears Island, where I could walk a popular trail through the old-growth rainforest among the ancient Douglas firs. While walking along the Mears Island Trail, I came across two people who I met at pools the day before. They were meditating in some nice soft moss just off the trail next to a massive ancient tree trunk. I had been feeling intensely drawn to meditation recently as a way of helping my mental state, but I didn't know how to get into it. I impulsively asked them to teach me about it, and they graciously accepted to. We went inside the massive, hollowed interior of the trunk, and they explained to me mindfulness and how to observe my own thoughts. I don't think I fully understood in the moment, but I was in awe of the experience I was having. It felt like a sign from above that I should pursue this. I responded to an inner calling that summer when I decided to take this journey. I really had no idea what was in store for me, but I managed to let go and just see where happenstance took me. And I believe that it is in these moments, where we face the world with limited expectations and accept humility, that what we need to do becomes clear.